When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Notre Dame's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Right on the money.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's not. At the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not... and just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Trying to barge in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So North Carolina's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Lopez to pass. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Falls in the deep ball. And they don't. Take him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Here come the Irish back on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that roster. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
On the run, it's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll run it from the gun. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hood. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could sit that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, 1st down.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the move, it's Hood. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Sends it back in motion. Trying play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs. And down he goes at the 38.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Love. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Send the tight end in motion. Toss to the outside. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Complete out of the backfield. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Heaves it on the run. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there. It's off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Bit short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second and goal coming up. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Looking for the end zone. Touch! UNC! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the big fella. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not closes. He got... sideline to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Culliver. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's a heat. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lopez the pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tar Heel. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Power football with the run. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on third down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away.
Number 96 on to punt it away.
Got it near midfield. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking for room. It's locked.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Pauly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a...
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a crease. It's Hall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Finds his big tight end. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Gonna run it. It's Love. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Under fire. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Splitbacks here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 96 in punt formation to kick it away.
Here's the return. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's second and long. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here comes the heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's good. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Lopez wants to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's Love. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Hall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. He gets it up to midfield. Forced out of bounds at the 50.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Green. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Jumped on top of the pile.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Quarterback extends the play. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Touch pass on the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Price. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Bringing the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Let's go.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.